Welcome to the Fort Myers Beach Good Neighbor Podcast. No shade, just sunshine, drama-free, positive vibes only. Each episode we bring you closer to the neighbors, local legends, and businesses that support the local community and make Fort Myers Beach the slice of paradise we all love. We want to send out some island love to State Insurance USA, Snug Harbor, Nervous Nellies, and the Alex King Group. They're the good neighbors and businesses that allow us to share the soul of our community with every listener. Pull up a beach chair, grab a drink, and let's meet the people who make this island feel like home. Here's your host, Cabo Jim Schaller.
Welcome, Fort Myers Beach good neighbors, to another episode. Today we're at Snug Harbor here in the beautiful bay, and we've got Jason.
Hey.
New owner, operator?
Yeah.
What's your title now?
So I'm the new operating partner over here at Snug Harbor on Fort Myers Beach. I got to join the team about, it's got to be about eight to 10 weeks now.
Really?
Right at the beginning of season, I got to come in. So right in February or so. So
nice.
Yeah, I got to hang out for a season and enjoy my first season on the beach. So it was
there we go.
Really cool. Yeah, good time.
So let's back up the story a little bit.
Sure.
How does one get involved?
So, yeah, I mean, I've always been involved in the restaurant business my whole life.
Yep.
You know, I was born in Illinois, moved to Cape Coral when I was 3. So spent most of my life, in the Cape. Yeah,
right?
Pretty much a native. Yeah, absolutely. Went to Colusa Elementary, Colusa Middle,
Wow.
Did North Fort Myers High, Cape High graduate, got my first job at probably 15 working at the Cape Crab and Steakhouse in Cape Coral,
Nice.
a local seafood place that did fresh seafood. So worked there for about 3 years and moved on to TGI Fridays in Fort Myers. So I worked for about 4 years there, on and off, one season at Damon's Ribs.
Okay.
So worked a little bit there. And then I saw this Italian place across the street, Carrabba's. I started there as a busboy, worked there for a while. I did that. And then, after learning the front of the house over there, back of the house, everything that there was to do, became a manager, and then eventually graduated to managing partner over at the Carrabba's on Pine Island Road and Skyline. Did that for the last 6 years. And then the opportunity arose to come out here and take place in an awesome partnership. And I joined the team with Nick and Peter and John over here at Snug Harbor. And, it was a great fit. My wife is a local. She was born and raised on Fort Myers Beach. Her name's Roxanne.
All right.
She worked at the cottage for 25 years, went to the beach school, went to Cypress Lake High School and graduated from there. So, she works at Wahoo Willie's, which is a partner restaurant of us as well. So, and my son is there, and I've got my daughter here. So we brought the family down to the beach.
Affair.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the beach really is. It's more than just a place to hang out and go.
Exactly.
It's a place where family is. So, and it's cool. So we're having a great time.
And you're part of the beach family on top of it too. It's
Exactly.
support the local people. You grew up here locally.
Yes, absolutely.
So, for those who aren't familiar with Snug Harbor, why don't you share a little bit about Snug Harbor?
Well, I mean, we've got the best seafood on the beach. Nick, one of our partners, has the fish house right over the bridge. So as you're coming over that first bridge over there, right before you go over on the right-hand side, you'll see a 2-story building there. That's our fish house, where we've got our local boats that come in there and dock, bring us our grouper, bring us our snapper, bring us our stone crab claws, which are getting ready to go out of season. Only a couple more days for that. So come in and get them. But yeah, just really good seafood, good home cooked meals. Chef Rizzo does a great job with our specials. So, our specials are constantly changing. But yeah, everything is just really fast, really fresh, simple recipes, nothing too complicated.
Exactly.
Just, you let the food do the talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and the view, because, we're sitting
Yeah, you can't beat that
we're sitting
either.
at the prime spot here, right?
Absolutely. You got it.
Coveted table, right?
Exactly.
Right
It's table number 1 for a reason. It's the number 1 table here. You get to see awesome sunsets, great service, great friends, servers that become friends, people that come down year after year. We're blessed to be part of a great great Fort Myers Beach family. So yeah, great times.
Pirate ships, the boats going by, and the dolphin once in a while.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. We've got that. We've got plenty of dock space for people to come up and bring their boats. That's one of the great things that we have here as well is, plenty of dock space. So come up, bring your boat, enjoy a great lunch and hang out with us.
And you support the live music in Bayside as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. Bayside Park. We've got the awesome weekly series going on down there. So that's a great time on Sundays from 4 to 7. We've got a bar set up out there. You can go and have some food out there under the tiki, listen to the music, have a great time, bring your friends, bring your family. It's a great time for all.
Very good. Very good. So getting back to your story a little bit, I know this job can be very demanding. I spent a little time in the industry myself, and it's not a lot of free time. But when you do get a moment, what do you enjoy doing outside of work?
What do I enjoy? Just spending time with the family.
Right.
We're just very family oriented. So just hanging out with my daughter. I love to cook, so we cook together. Just spending time together. A lot of the time, believe it or not, comes back down to hanging out on the beach with family and stuff. So
I want to ask you your favorite spots because we don't want to tell everybody.
Yeah. No, I mean, to be honest with you, working at Carrabba's for so long, I really never got to go out that much.
Right.
So, her working on the beach, people for a while didn't even believe that she had a husband for a while because they just heard about me and never saw me, right? Didn't know I existed. I came down on maybe, Shrimp Festival Day, maybe a 4th of July weekend for a special occasion or something like that. But, I never got to come out a lot. I missed, Charlie's was probably my favorite place to eat out there. I love Charlie's. I love their prime rib, which you can still get the same exact prime rib if you want to. I know it might not be here, but I'm going to put in a plug for Wahoo Willie's. They have an awesome prime rib over there. So, but yeah, Charlie's was probably my favorite. And that's the cool thing about the beach is a lot of these people that you're hanging out with and supporting, they've worked at many of these restaurants.
Exactly.
We've got a couple great cooks here, Chapo, who worked at the Cottage for 25 years, who's known my wife forever, Ophelia, people like this, they become your family. You hang out with them more than you do your real family sometimes. So a lot of these people work at multiple restaurants and you get to see them through the last 25, 30 years. And it's what I love about the business.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And in the community in general.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
We all kind of stick together, support each other.
Right. And food is the great equalizer that kind of brings everybody to the table. Food and drink. Absolutely. You got to have that. But it just kind of brings everybody to the table and gives everybody something to have like a common ground with. You know what I mean?
So those people other than locals, first time visitors, people coming here on vacation, what's the one thing they need to try on your menu?
I would say grouper. It's got to be grouper, probably between grouper gourmet or the regular grouper blackened, the grouper dinner. We sell so many of those a night, between a grouper dinner, a grouper sandwich, and a grouper gourmet. We're selling almost 100 of those a night. So grouper gourmet is really good. It's got the filet grouper with the crab meat mix that we then take into the oven. Bake that in the oven and then put a lemon butter sauce over the top of that. And then that goes over some garlic mashed potatoes and green beans. Super yummy.
Making me hungry now.
Yeah, it's probably the best, most popular thing on the menu for sure.
And fresh fish. Always.
Always.
Fish, right?
And definitely, whenever you come in and you see that menu and you look at that special menu, you can guarantee that the fish that was on that was probably cut in the morning, because there's certain things we do here that you just don't get anywhere. Our grouper wings, we do those. Nobody else does those. It's grouper collars that he usually marinates in mojo and then flash fries them. Put some Texas Pete on them, and then you just get in a couple little forks, just dig into that thing, and you just dive in and you eat some really good stuff that you're not normally going to get in any other place. So, perfect. Good stuff.
Love it. So for those that haven't tried Snug Harbor, those who've been here before, come on down.
Yeah, come on, hang out with us.
How would they find you?
You can find us on Facebook. Definitely come out, check out our Facebook page, check out our Instagram. you can go to our website, snugharbor.restaurant. Check us out there. We've got, the header up at the top. We've got catering. We do some awesome catering out there. We're getting ready for graduation season. So if anybody's got anything for graduation, you want to throw a nice party for your son and daughter, we can do that for you. We've got awesome customizable menus that you can have as well. So
love it.
Absolutely.
Come down, check it out. Say hi to Jason.
Yeah.
Say hi to Chef Rizzo and everybody else here. But Jason, it's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being such a good neighbor, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you grew up here. So.
It's great.
And we'll
Thank
see
you
you
so much.
soon, all right?
All right. Thanks, buddy.
You.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to the Fort Myers Beach Good Neighbor podcast. No shade, just sunshine, drama-free, positive vibes only. If you loved what you heard, share it with a friend and keep the good vibes going. Until next time, remember to Cabo until you wobble and keep being a good neighbor. Also, to nominate your favorite neighbors, local legends, heroes, or local businesses to be on the show, go to FMBGoodNeighbor.com. That's FMBGoodNeighbor.com or call 239-427-4100. We want to send out some island love to State Insurance USA, Snug Harbor, Nervous Nellies, and the Alex King Group. They're the good neighbors and businesses that allow us to share the soul of our community with every listener. Here's to celebrating all that makes Fort Myers Beach the slice of paradise we all love.